This is the 2017 Toyota Rush TRD Sportivo, and it's weird. I say that because, well, when you think of TRD, which stood for Toyota Racing Development, you probably think of the TRD Frontrunner Pro, those big old SUVs with no features or amenities, or the trophy race truck from the 90s, and the Avalon TRD, of course. But it's certainly not this, a crossover with 37 TRD badges and a body kit. If that doesn't sound weird to you, then I don't know what is. Okay, let's start with some background. Now, the Toyota Rush first came out in 2006 along with the Daihatsu Terios, and is the successor of the Daihatsu Taruna. And it's been Toyota's crossover ever since, and over the years Toyota has facelifted this car, giving it some more features like, I don't know, parking sensors, until it got redesigned in 2018, for the worse. But back in 2014, Toyota decided to do a TRD model to help more sales, and that looked quite normal. 3 years later, well, it doesn't look quite normal anymore. And today, I'm going to review this thing and show you all of its quirks and features, and then I'm gonna pretend that I'm driving it. Alright, I'm gonna start the quirks and features of the Rush TRD with, up front, as you can see, this car has a fender mirror. Now, that was quite common in Japanese cars in the 70s and 80s, but it pretty much died down in the early 90s, and these cars still have them. And usually cars with a fender mirror tend to have no mirrors on the doors, and yet these cars still have them. So, what's the point? I don't know. now, now my best guess that is for parking. As you can see, it's pointed down at the floor, so your wheels doesn't hit the curb or a dog or something. The other thing that I want to talk about is just how easy it is to tell this car apart from the regular plebeian Rush. The first one is stupid decal on the rear door that says TRD Sportivo Ultimo. God knows what that means. The second one is this red stripe on top of the grille, and the grille also have this fake carbon fiber weave to it, which is always interesting. And the bumper is sportier and it has this black rims down here. And this car also has a spoiler. A spoiler on a crossover. At least it looks cool. The last one is the sheer number of TRD badges and lettering that are on this car. The first one is on the tailgate. It looks quite normal. Second one is on the wheels, on all of the wheels actually. There's two. But they also appear on weird places like the bottom of the front bumper and also the rear. There's three on the spoiler, which is just crazy. And if that's not enough, it also says TRD on the suspension. And moving on to the interior of this car, and there's not a lot of weirdness going on in here unlike the exterior of this car. The only interesting part is the seats. As you can see, it says Rush and has the Toyota logo on it. The other thing that I want to mention is how cheap the interior is. There's no nice leather or stitching or frankly anything nice. A great example would be the dashboard and the glove box. It's just a piece of plastic stuck on another piece of plastic. It's just not nice in here. And even worse, the quality of the plastic is just awful, especially on the rear door panel. It's shaking and red. But I don't want to beat this car too bad just because this car is only at 180 million rupees, which is about $12,000. So I guess you don't expect nice quality, but better plastic would be nice. And moving on to the back seat of this car, again, there's nothing weird or quirky or interesting back here. Just some rear seats, a cup holder, and three air vents make you feel better about yourself that you have crappy plastic and large panel gaps. And so those are the quirks and features of the Rush TRD Sportivo. Now I'm gonna take it out on the road and see how it drives. Alright, driving the Rush TRD. It's not very good. And so that was the Toyota Rush TRD Sportivo. It's an interesting car.